BJP put together.
Yes.
BJP and Congress put together didn't have that at that time.
So this basically means that yes, young people are disillusioned. Yes, there is a problem in education. Yes, there's a problem with climate change. Yes, there are glaring loopholes in Indian democracy. But this somehow is not resonating when it comes to the kind of movement that we saw at Jantar Mantar. That's not the same movement that is being seen for the Indian National Congress. So the thing is that the Indian National Congress, of course, like you articulated, yes, there are problems in the BJP, etc. But they've not been able to get the attention of Gen Z and Gen Alpha in that sense and to that degree and measure that the cockroaches perhaps have.
Look, I'm very, very conscious of what you said. In fact, I've happened to have written a column for next week in which I'm going to make the argument that we have to be conscious of the fact, all the opposition parties, that we didn't provide a route into our parties for the kinds of people who were in Jantar Mantar last month. And to my mind, that is actually something we really need to examine. How do young people get into established parties where there are hierarchies, entrenched establishments, dynastic considerations, political networks? How does a new young person come in? And if they come in, what do they get to do? To stand behind the established leaders, to make up the numbers in mass rallies, to do sort of foot soldier work? Can they actually be the people who make the difference? And I think one thing that I've been arguing, we haven't had an opportunity to have an internal discussion about this in any forum that I'm part of, but that's why I use the public space to make this point. I think we really, as the American expression goes, need to wake up and smell the coffee. Let not our epitaph be that we were bypassed or became irrelevant because we failed to listen. And what Rishabh has said, something that echoes with me. The established parties will cease to be relevant unless they can listen to the new voices that they haven't heard so far. And I think, frankly, we should have started hearing them already with this. Interestingly enough, the issues taken up by the CJP and the Jantar Mantar protesters had been taken up by us earlier. We had a Chhatron Ki Goonj thing where Rahul Gandhi was addressing students about the paper leaks, about the things and so on.
And that didn't resonate, sorry to interrupt, but that didn't resonate as much as this did.
Correct. And that's why we need to ask ourselves, what did we fail to do? Did we fail to listen? Did we fail to tap into the old cliche of having your finger on the pulse of the people? Was our finger missing from the pulse of Gen Z? And that's something we really need to.
Last up will be Congress will dig at Shashi Tharoor and saying that avoid making statements to appease BJP. We have seen statements coming from KC Venugopal in this regard, and we have seen in the past the statement given by Shashi Tharoor. How do you respond to this development which is taking place?
KC Venugopal ji is the AICC organizational Gen Secretary. He is vested with the duty to definitely to have the discipline in the party and the party line, what it should be, and what the leaders and cadres and workers and all of us are bound by the party instructions, and there nobody is beyond the party. Everybody comes under the umbrella of party, and all of us are duty bound to be saying, to be speaking, to be responding in the maintaining the party line and the reality.